Astons are always beautiful. But this is stunning. And every inch is designed to make the car faster. Except it isn't. The Vanquish S, which this replaces as Aston's new flagship, is more powerful and will top 200 miles an hour. The DBS will only do 191. But it's just the big numbers where it loses out. Where it really matters, it's half a second faster. The 6-litre V12 gets it to 60 in 4.3 seconds. You see, this DBS is nearly 200 kilos lighter than the Vanquish. On top of that, the Vanquish, by modern terms, have become somewhat creaky, almost agricultural, whereas this DBS feels instantly more taut, more precise. In fact, this is one of those rare occasions when I'd just driven the car for about 300 yards, and I said to myself, this is right. One of the major delights is the ride quality. Trick new adaptive suspension is standard, and sensors constantly monitor everything from throttle position to the amount of steering to work out the best damper setting. It's the kind of car that will cope equally well with every surface between here and Monte Carlo. Inside is where it gets really special. Okay, it takes a while to work out what each of these little buttons does, but you have to treat it all like a complete piece of sculpture. It's an amazing thing to behold, from the feel of this chunky looking gear lever to the special leather chosen for its extra leathery smell. Then the weave of the exposed carbon fibre is all perfectly lined up. And even the carpet has got special weight-saving fibres. Then comes the time to start it up. The key, or as Aston like to call it, the emotional control unit, is made out of sapphire, so it won't scratch. Okay, it's easy to dismiss as a gimmick, but I actually rather like it, especially as it's a key which becomes a start button all in one. Now, if the sheer sound of that V12 warming up wasn't enough to get you excited about a bit of high-speed motoring, then the mere thought of using the full 510 horsepower gets the adrenaline pumping. And this V12's got a special little valve inside the induction system that creates more airflow at about 5,500 RPM and gives an extra little kick of performance. Not that I feel I'm going to need it. Oh, there goes the back now. Oh, I'm on the power. Into this little skinny. Whoa, 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 whoa. And now, I'll tell you what, this is a big GT car. It's not a nimble little sports racer. And yet, around this very tight handling circuit, I'm not getting myself into any big bother. Left and right and kick the power out. Oh, joy of joys, here we go. Now, of course, I did slightly criticise the Ferrari 599 for not having the soul that I wanted. They're trying to be too clever with all that F1 spec, really quick gear change. I want my manual gear change and my manual traction control. I wasn't expecting much from a big car. I've already got more on the track than I'd hoped for. Whoa! For the first time, Aston have fitted carbon ceramic brakes as standard. and they're more impressive than Ferraris were, so that's saying something. And although this car can't beat a Ferrari for out-and-out pace, it just hasn't got the power, perhaps hasn't quite got the ultimate grip. I tell you what, for the first time in my life, I'm going to say if I had the choice, I'd take the Aston. We're about to find out how good the £160,000 Aston Martin DBS is when it's raced on the limit. They'll be racing a man who's done more exciting things in a DBS than anybody else. Daniel Craig's double and James Bond stunt driver Adam Curley, who at the age of 25 put the DBS into the Guinness World Record books by rolling it 7 times in Casino Royale. And you were one of the first to ever drive this wonderful DBS.
I think I was lucky number 4 to actually get to drive it. I was actually, Daniel Craig was number 3 and I was number 4. So yeah, we did some testing in it, which was fantastic.
So more Bond stuff for the future. You're working on the new one now, I understand.
Yes, yeah. I've just been doing some testing actually yesterday for the new film, which is a lot of involvement with the DBS. You'll hopefully see a lot more of it than we did in the last film.
Any scenes that you're going to try and break your 7 times rolling over record?
No, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be going for any more records. No more rolling of it, but we've got a lot planned for the car, so it's going to be a busy sequence.
Well, I've always admired the amazing things you stunt guys do on television when it comes to precision rolling and crashing. I've always wondered, how quick are you around a racing circuit?
Yeah, it'd be interesting, I think.
I haven't got much experience actually through sort of driving on tracks and sort of racing side of driving. My main sort of experience is through films and such like. So we'd always break down a corner and basically do it over and over until we'd get that piece right, and then we'd move on and sort of build up the sequence like that, as opposed to now having to do the whole track is going to be quite a daunting thing, especially with Tiff in the seat next to me sort of analysing everything. So yeah, it should be fun.
So, who will be quickest? A fearless stunt driver or experienced racing driver? Let's see what you can do. Start the clock. Into the little hilly S. Oh, good so far. On the power. This tricky one. Brake deep, brake deep. Oh, a bit of understeer. No, it's all got back again. Now we come to the tricky biff baff. Right. Left. He's getting it smooth. That's good, he's got the apex. Now the power's in, Can he do it, or will we roll for 7 times? Last the power, one more corner, he's on the brakes. It's looking good, he's tucking in the apex. Step a bit wide, maybe he's had to back off, he's lucky on the dirt. He's saved it brilliantly, just hits the finish line, and that time is 46.50 seconds. Well held. That was precisely it.
I grew up watching Tiff on TV quite a lot as I was a kid and sort of watched him skidding cars about all the time. It's quite an inspiration, I must say, for getting into the industry that I've got into.
Right, now you can show me how it's properly done. You seem to be quite good at being a passenger, which I find very hard to be a passenger. What is it, you've got 46 seconds to beat?
46 and a half?
46 and a half.
Every half counts. Behind the posts. Out in the back straight. That was on the edge.
To see you trying there.
And we come to the finish line and stop the clock.
42.78.
Oh,
crashed it.
We'll leave the crashing to boys like him.
Yeah, I'll stick to my day job.
I can do the showboating.
I must say, it was great fun going around there.
I've preserved the reputation of racing drivers, but Adam gets the last laugh. Only he will get to drive the DBS on the next Bond movie, Quantum of Solace. But if the producers ever need a stunt double for the stunt double, they know I'm available.